Hello everyone, welcome back to Business Studies class. I am Shweta J from Commerce Department, Gopal Swami PU College, Mysore. In last class, we have discussed about selection and its process. In today's session, we are going to discuss about training and development and methods of training. After suitable candidates are selected for various jobs, there is a need for the management to provide training and development. As you all know, nowadays many changes takes place in an organization which arise the need for providing training and development to the workers. Because in order to perform any job efficiently, each and every worker should have some skill, and this skill can be improved or developed only through the training. Now let's know the meaning of training and development. Training is the process of increasing knowledge and specific skills of an employee for doing a particular job, so that he become capable of performing high level jobs with higher responsibilities. See, when an employee join an organization, they require to be trained because there is a differences in the skills the employee possesses and the skills a job requires. These differences can be removed only by providing training and development to the workers. Therefore, skills can be developed only through the training and development, upon which effectiveness and efficiency of the organization depends. And the next is development. Development is also concerned with the growth of employees in all respects, which means it is a continuous process of building competencies of employees in doing present job as well as building capabilities, improving the capabilities of the employees in performing future tasks also. Here training is mainly concerned with increasing the specific skills for doing present job, whereas development is mainly concerned with improvement, overall improvement of an employee in doing present job as well as the future task. Here development prepares an employee for the future. So training and development is very essential for improving the skills and knowledge of an employee for performing their work in an organization. And this is the responsibility of the organization also. Organization need to provide training to their workers because the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization mainly depends on the efficient workers or quality performance of the workers. Here the quality performance of the workers can be developed or quality performance of the workers can be increased only by providing training. Now let's see what are the methods of training. There are various methods of training for different types of personnel at different levels. These methods can be broadly categorized into two. One is on the job training and the second one is off the job training. Now let's understand what is the meaning of on the job training. On the job training usually given to the new employees in an organization. Under this method, worker learn by doing job. ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಆನ್ ದ ಜಾಬ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೂಪರ್ವಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಡ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್ಡ್ ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್. So here trainee has to follow the instruction and guidance of their supervisors, and they also must carry out some techniques of operations which are advised by them. ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. So in this way the workers go on learning their job step by step and reach masterly level. So this will be called as on the job training, and this contains four types of training. The first one is apprenticeship program. Under this method, the trainee or the new employee placed under the guidance of experienced supervisor, and here trainee has to spend prescribed amount of time under his guidance. The training period will be 2 to 5 years. Here this type of training method is designed only to acquire high level of skills for doing particular job such as electrical job, plumbing, carpenting, art and crafts, etc., and mechanical work also. For doing those jobs, any worker should have some skill, and these skills can be developed only through this type of training, that is nothing but apprenticeship training. And here during the training period, the manager or the trainer impart complete knowledge with the theoretical and practical aspects of the job to their trainees. When trainer provide complete knowledge about the job to their trainees, then it will help them to know complication and complexities of the job. Suppose for example electrical ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಥಿಯರಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ? ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇನೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಅಪ್ರೆಂಟಿಸ್ಶಿಪ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. The next is coaching. This type of training is happen only at the top level management, and in this method supervisor guides and instruct the trainee as a coach. Here during the training period, supervisor sets goal to their trainees, and at the same time he suggests them how to achieve those goals. He give instructions to them how to achieve those goals. Goals ಅನ್ನು ಇವನೇ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ and ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇವನೇ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರೇ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. and ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆ ಗೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಇವರೇ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. Here in this method the trainee works directly with their senior manager, and the manager takes full responsibility for the trainees coaching. So here in this method the trainee is being groomed to replace the senior manager in an organization and relieve him from some of his duties. So in this way he learns the job in an organization, and during the training period coach has to assess, evaluate the performances of their trainees. If necessary he has to give some feedback regarding their performances. If necessary he can also give some suggestions about changes required in the behavior and performances of the trainees. The next is internship training. So it is a joint program of training in which two different institutions work together. Two different institutions, one is business enterprises and the second one is educational institution. So now let's name it as ABC Business Enterprises, and on the other hand let's name it as engineering college. Now in this method the students of engineering college sent to the business enterprises sent to the ABC Business Enterprises to get practical knowledge. Likewise ABC Business Enterprises send their employees to the engineering college to get latest theoretical knowledge. So this will be called as internship training, and this type of training is common in medical, chartered accountant, engineering and legal professionals, etc. And the main objective of the internship training is to maintain a balance between theoretical knowledge and the practical knowledge. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ಥಿಯರಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಥಿಯರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಏನೋ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಥಿಯರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಥಿಯರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಏನ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರನ್ನ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್ಗೆ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಎಜುಕೇಶನಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಗೆ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವರು ಥಿಯರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ be called as internship training. So during the training period some remuneration called stipend is also paid to the trainees. And the next is job rotation. So job rotation means moving of an employee from one job to another job, either in the same department or within the organization. Why employees are shifted from one job to another job? Because in order to get complete knowledge of all the jobs in an organization, usually in an organization shift their employees from one job to another job every 6 months in a year. Only the reason is employee should gain complete knowledge of all the jobs in an organization. Take for example, an employee working in a marketing department. Now he is shift from marketing department to production department. So after 6 months, again he shift from production department to finance department. So again he shift from financing department to HR ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಎವ್ರಿ 6 months ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ, ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ, ಅಂಡ್ 6 months ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇವನ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ HR ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಬು ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಕಲಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಜಾಬ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು get complete knowledge of all the jobs in an organization. An organization finds it easier at the time of promotion, replacement and transfer. So ಯಾವಾಗ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಜಾಬ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜಾಬ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆನ್ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ an organization wants to fill production department vacancies of the production department, then organization can immediately shift the employees from one department to another department because he already knows the job of production department. So ಒಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು, ರೀಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೂವ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಟು another job. So this type of training will be known as job rotation. Here there are 4 types of training in the on the job training. The next, let's understand off the job training. Now let's understand about off the job training. Under this method, the trainee has to leave his actual workplace for undergoing training program. And this type of training is very essential where more understanding, skill, knowledge required for doing a particular job. And this training is also given to a new employees in an organization. And under this method, there are 6 type of training. The first one, classroom lecture. The second one, films. And the third one, case study. Fourth one, computer modeling. Fifth one, vestibule training. And the sixth one, incident method or programmed instruction. Now let's understand one by one. The first one, classroom lecture. So under this method, the trainees are called to the room like that of classroom to provide training in the form of lecture. And this method is usually used for providing more information about rules, methods, procedures, and also this method is used for providing information about latest techniques for solving various difficult problems in an organization. For this purpose, most of the large organization appoint permanent expert to deliver lecture on latest topics from time to time to the trainees. Under this method, during the time of giving lecture to their trainees, organization can also use audiovisual aids and demonstrative techniques in order to make the lectures more interesting and also to increase the retention of the trainees. So this type of training is called as classroom lecture. The next is films. This method is used to provide certain information or to demonstrate certain skills which cannot be shown by any other method effectively. The next is case study. Case study is a written description of an actual situation in the past in the same organization or somewhere else. During the training period, this written description, which is in the form of case, it will be given to the trainees to solve the problems which are contained in the case. So now the trainees are supposed to analyze the case study and give their conclusions. Later, this case is discussed by the trainer with all the merits and demerits of each option. The main objective of this case study is to develop decision-making abilities among the trainees, and this method allows full participation of the employees and build greater interest among the employees. So ಈ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಂದು 10 years ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಥವಾ 2 years ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಟ್ರೈನೀಸ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವರ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್? ನೀನು ಆ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಹೇಗೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ನಿನ್ನ ಡೆಸಿಷನ್ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಅಂಡ್ ನೀನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ is computer modeling. So computer modeling is a computer based training. So under this method, the trainee uses computer to increase his skill. In this method, an organization create a real working atmosphere by a computer program or software to indicate some of the realities of the job. Computer allane ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು 1 minute ಗೇಮ್ ಶೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಗೇಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹೇಗೆ ಆಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಜಾಬ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹೇಗೆಲ್ಲ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ವೆನ್ changing the actual system is become difficult, impractical and costlier. Here this method allows an employee learn their job with artificial working environment which is created in the computer program or computer software without damaging any costlier machines or equipments in an organization. Suppose, take for example, if organization allows selected employees to do their jobs without providing any training to them, then definitely he made a mistake. ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ನಾವು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗೇ ಕೊಡದೇನೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ such huge cost, organization develop computer modeling or organization provide training through computers. So this will be called as computer modeling. And the next is vestibule training. For providing training to the employees, a separate training center is set up by the organization. And this training center located away from the actual workplace, and an experienced and trainer is appointed as in charge of the training centers. So in the training centers, organization arranged all the required machineries, tools, equipments. So under this method, the trainees learn their jobs on the machines, equipments which they will be using while doing the actual jobs. So under this type of training, organization set up a separate training center to provide training to their workers, newly selected workers. Select ಆಗಿರೋ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್, ಆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್, ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ದೇಯರ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಆನ್ ಸಚ್ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ವೈಲ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಕಲಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಜನರಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಸಮ್ ಸಫಿಸ್ಟಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅನ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ and where the mistakes are likely to be occur. Before going to allow new employees to perform their duties in the organization, we need to provide some training in the training centers. So this will be called as vestibule training. It is little bit costlier than other type of training because here organizations going to set up a new training center, separate training centers which is located away from the actual workplace. And in the training center, organization arrange or provide all the required machineries, tools, equipment ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅವರು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡದೇನೆ ನಾವು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ನ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮೆಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಹಾಳಾಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ದೆನ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಸಚ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪೇಡ್ ಬೈ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಸಚ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿಯರ್ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ vestibule training. And the next one is incident method or programmed instructions. So here this method is the improvement over the case study. Here in the case study method, entire case or entire problem will be presented to the trainees. They have to solve it. So organization ಅವರು ಫುಲ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಆ ಫುಲ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ದೇ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಟು ದಿಯರ್ trainees. Under this method the information about some specific skills and the general knowledge is split into some meaningful units, and those units are then arranged in a proper and logical form. So then later the trainees are going to solve those units by answering question and fill in the blanks. So this will be called as programmed instruction. So these are all the 6 different types of the job training, and this topic is very important from your examination point of view. The question may like this: explain briefly the methods of on the job training method and off the job training methods. I hope you have understood today's session. Thank you.